All right, what's up with everyone? Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Now, I want to start and finish 2024 with a very interesting video. A video where to none of this really makes sense. Why people just can't enjoy what you want to enjoy and dislike what you just want to dislike. There's nothing wrong debating, discussing all these other things. But when we're bringing in not only racism, but when we're talking about being anti woke and this is far from what a character should be. It's kind of baffling. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, something is going around in the comic book scene in that fan base, which it can tend to be crazy. Let's all be honest here. If you've been around it for a couple of years or maybe even a couple of months, you may have noticed. But there is a guy named Ranting for Vengeance who is a 15-year-old Irishman boy, basically like just really going at it. He's relentless, like he has no filter whatsoever. And I think his point of view is like very interesting. So I just kind of want to put that out there. And we're going to just watch a real clip of what's been going down and, how he's handling it. Because this is not like a double down or triple down. This nigga just really quadrupled it down. So let's just go ahead and watch this clip.
So Absolute Batman issue 2 is out, and my expectations were low, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Trust me, the mediocrity just continues. Before we get into this pile of dog crap, I'd like to thank the Midnight Drop for sending a massive amount of people over to my channel with his insane mental breakdowns.
Like, it's so weird how, like, people who just hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it.
I'm retarded?
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some support from the disabled community. When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away.
You can't stop looting and burning countries to the ground. Next time you're driving to work and you're enjoying your Marxist Batman comic, try not to get robbed or shot by your fellow brothers.
Now, with all of that being said, I wonder, has anyone ever asked you, Ranting, about what does this have to do with comics? What does bringing up people being scared of black people have to do with comics? I'm like just so confused. Like I understand everything else. Like, commendable for your open racism. But what does that have to do with comics? What does that have to do with characters like Bruce Wayne, Barbara Gordon, Gordon himself? What does that have to do with these guys in general? And yeah, it's not the original way of Bruce Wayne, of the way he looks and the things he do. Same thing with Barbara, same thing with Alfred, same thing with Gordon himself, and any future potential show ups that they will do with other characters that we know and love and hate. But that doesn't make it woke, because if we use your ideology or whatever the fuck you want to call it as an example, go back in time and ask yourself when the Spideyverse was created, when the very first issue came out in 2014, November 5th, literally a year after GTA 5, where Miles got introduced, and in his universe, Peter is dead. And then what happened? Everything else opened up into saying there's other different type of Spider-Mans that isn't Peter Parker. And yes, even though there's thousands of Peter Parkers out there, but there are some who just aren't Spider-Man. So what? We're going to go back in time and say that's woke? I don't know, man. I never understood the whole woke movement, anti-woke movement, whatever the fuck people want to go by at this point. The red pill, blue pill, all this stuff. The fact that it's made its way into gaming and in different spaces like the comic book scene as well is insane. And now you got 15-year-old boys whose balls aren't even developed yet talking this way. Who raised you? And speaking of raised, people are trying to find your mom and dad and probably show your videos to them or whatnot, or just trying to dox them in general. Like, bruh, you're putting yourself in a really bad situation, because while you're over here talking about being scared of black people and shit, you should really be scared on who's on the internet, because people got no problem trying to find your address, trying to find where you live, trying to get to know your family members, all this other stuff, and just do weird shit. So why give them that ammunition? Why you just can't talk about comics? Why you just can't talk about the things you enjoy and the things you didn't enjoy? Compare them. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong doing that. So at the end of the day, pipe down, because you're not even paying bills yet. Okay, Your pubes ain't even long enough to even talking to grown ass men like that. If you're gonna talk to somebody like that, go outside and see what happens. Cause you think just because you're saying in a video is what? Like gutsy or something? Come on, bro. Pipe down. But with all that being said, thank you for clicking on this video, my very first video of this channel. It was interesting. Hope more to come. Kind of gonna see what happens. We'll, for next year. And yeah, I'm out. Take it easy. Huh. I think that went well.